Okay, here we go. Uh, I be live. I be live. I am working on printing pictures. That is what I'm doing. What are all these? I think these are some of the last ones I just added to my thing, and I think they're all in my. There we go. Okay, let's delete. Delete. I've been printing pictures most of the afternoon. Neat. They're for my dad's memory book, but I have some that I want to make sure I get in here. Take pictures from my files. And we're on, yep. Wish it would let me select more than one file at a time. It's my brother and my daddy. This was at my brother's house on a Father's Day weekend. I can't remember what year. So I'll print some of them a little smaller than I've been printing them. Insert picture. If I don't say something to you, it's because I'm printing pictures. Open. Everybody okay? I'll stream in there. I am. There's somebody. Hi, somebody. How are you? How you be? Oh, did I? Okay. I want to make that one smaller. Make that one smaller. Take it over here. I want to move it up here. We're just printing pictures. We've got our papers pulled. We're going to do just a 2 signature journal for this one for my dad. So, anyway. Hi, Leonore. How are you, honey? How are you? I haven't seen you in a bit. I've started gluing in some pictures. This is my dad and Jacob. We call him baby Jacob. He's 21 or 22 now. My dad, my mom and dad, and baby Hannah, and my brother when baby Hannah was born, and my dad and Ash. And then back here on the back, I've put in Brent and Jess at their wedding. My dad did their wedding. So, anyway, you doing good? So, yeah. So, we have a piece of wallpaper. We have that tip in. I just ended up making it into a page. It is glued to the back of this. Uh, this. Hey, Jared, supper's in the oven. It'll go off in 30 minutes, okay? And I'll be gluing pictures throughout. Notebook pages. This is the lace is because this is my mom and dad's anniversary month. It's set for 30 minutes to go off. Chicken and rice, but I've done it a little bit different. And these here are sermon notes from my dad's. I have one of my dad's sermon notebooks. My dad was a minister, so started preaching when I was about, I want to say around 3-ish. There we go. So anyway, and then we're going to, and then this is our second one, and I don't think I've put any pictures in it yet. Wallpaper, another notebook, more of this colored paper, but then some of it sideways. My dad's sermon notes, graph paper, just a piece of pretty paper, uh, coloring page. Actually, is it done already? No, it's just coming to temperature. Uh, the lost, the prodigal son. And then this was one of my dad's favorite hymns to sing at church. Everybody will be happy over there. And so I put it on this blank music paper. And then This is this is actually out of a little book I have. So I've got, yep, sermon notes, all that. And so my purpose on doing this, and I'm hoping to keep it a secret from my mom, but if she finds out, I won't just be, it'll be okay. Is what I'm saying. Anyway, is taking this and having my nieces and nephews write memories in it. I have a picture of my dad with every one of the grandkids except for maybe John, which John is already gone to heaven, so it's okay. Him and Daddy are together now. So anyway, but I have a picture of Dad with every one of the grandkids, and so I'm going to print them out and put them in, and then have, let's see, this is Sissy when she got married. Uh, this is my dad and his mom and his dad. This is Dad and Sissy. And then I have a lot of pictures of Dad, Mom, and Dad with the grandkids. That was our Christmas thing. This is me and Dad and Mom. So anyway, but I got pictures out the wazoo that I'm trying to get. In fact, that's what I am working on right now, is that, oh, that's not what I need. Insert pictures. So that's a good one. Oh, there he is with Hannah. So my brother has 5 kids, and then I just had the 2. And so I got to get all 5 of the kiddos with Pawpaw. And what was lucky about this was, I don't know if y'all do this where you live, but when we have funerals, our funeral homes make videos, looping videos of people. And this one is a funny. Oh, this one has to go too, with the one with the grandkids, because it's my dad with his dog. So he begged for this dog. He wanted it. Some friends of theirs had it, and my dad loved boxers, and we had a boxer. And we had to put her to sleep uh, like 2 weeks before Dave got sick. Anyway, she had cancer real bad, and so anyway, Dad had a boxer. Hey, Juju, how are you, honey? How is you? That's Juju crafting on the back 40. Anyhow, so got to do a picture of Dad with his dog, most definitely. Printing. I got room for maybe 2 more. Let's insert another picture from file. Let's see if we can get a picture of. We did one already. I think. Oh, I know where I put it. Did I do it? Yeah, I put it right here in the. Yeah, this is baby, Daddy and baby Jacob. So I only have one of him with Jacob as a baby. I don't have one of him with Jacob as an older kid. Of course, Dad's been gone 8 years this year, and Jacob is 21 or 22 now. So see, there's Dad and Jared. I need to make sure I don't repeat the same ones. There one with Dad and Brent by themselves? There's a lot with Dad and Ashley. Ashley and Brent lived with my mom and dad when they were little. I think we'll do this one right here. My dad with all of his brothers and sisters. My dad has 10 brothers and sisters. So anyway, okay, you come down here, kiddos. And I did. I just messed that one up. So anyhow, it'll be okay. It'll be okay. I'll put it back. I don't even remember who it was now. Who was it? Not sure. Dad, Kristen, Hannah, Bob. Maybe it's Jared. Insert picture of Dad and Jared. There's several real good pictures of Dad with. Okay, let's make sure. Okay, make sure I don't. Dad burn. Did I do it again? No, I did not do it again. I did not mess it up. There we go. Let's just go that way. I went through and cropped a bunch of these. So anyway, okay, we're going to print this one. and then we will work from there because I don't want too many pictures. Anyway, my plans are to take this and let all of the nieces and stuff write their history on it. Write their history. I mean, write something in it, something, a memory. So let me find, let's see if I can find the right page. Did I put, I did. Okay, hold on. My printer says it needs my attention. Didn't I put? Yeah, I did. Okay, here we go. I put, so my dad really liked to hunt, and around here you can get permits to hunt on wildlife management land. So every year he would get his permit, go hunt up at Camp Chaffee. So on Camp Chaffee. So my little grandma, she was little bitty, little bitty short. She wasn't like little bitty. By the time she passed, she was. But anyway, here my little grandma. She'd put her breeches on up under her dress. Hi, Margaret. Put her breeches on up under her dress, and then off she'd go hunting with them. So she did. She went hunting with them. So that's mom and dad. This is. I'm not sure when this is. This is probably late 70s, early 80s. I would guess. I'm going to guess maybe like right around 1980. This is me and Dave and the boys with my mom and dad. And look, Dave's got a mullet. Well, Dave's got a mullet. So I'm looking at this. John's probably this is probably when we lived in Mississippi and came home for Christmas. Anyway, yeah. Dave's got a mullet and a perm. I gave him a perm. Let's see what we got here. Okay, dad and the kids, and yeah, that's good. Dad and the kids, and yeah, that one's good. So we're going to work on just. Oh, I was trying to show y'all something, and now I have. Oh, this is this the one that has the bunny rabbit? Nope. Did I put the bunny rabbit? Did I put both of those in that page? I think I did. Yeah, I think I did. So we'll want to pull one of those out. Actually, I have three of those. We'll rearrange our papers. So this is connected to the until I've been stuck on it. Here we go. I want this one right here. That's the hunting one. Where's the one about the bunny rabbit? Did I lose it? Where's the one about the bunny rabbit? It's laying on my desk. Okay. I see no bunny rabbit one. There we go. Here is not about bunny rabbits, but it needs to go over under. I'll swap out something. I already started writing memories on it about the bunny rabbits. Those are Dad's sermon notes. So we need to swap out a paper over here with this. I got the card, note paper. Oh, here's the bunny rabbit page. Huh. Tell me. Oh, that I was gonna say, tell me it's not stuck. So anyway, yeah. Every year when it would snow, we would go hunting for bunny rabbit. I never remember us killing a bunny rabbit. We just went hunting. Anyway, we had big fun in the snow. And every year when it would snow, my dad would build the challenge to see if we could get up Pettigene Hill. There was two bridges we had to go over to get up the hill to go home, home being Sugar Grove. And one of them was real steep. And so every year it was a challenge. Let's see if we can drive up that hill. We'd drive 45 minutes to see if we could get up that hill. 45 minutes. Hi. Did Esther come in? Somebody said hi to Esther. I see Margaret and okay, wait. Yeah, I'm seeing everybody. Let's see. Oh, okay. Anyway, so there we go. Okay, that one's that. Now let's put this one back together and put some clippies and stuff on it. Okay, we're gonna put this one here, right in here. This one is glued down to that right there, isn't it? Yeah, it's glued down to this. So yeah, okay. There we go. There we go. There's that. Another page of my dad's sermon notes. And I'll show y'all my dad's book. It's very interesting to me just because it's so different than any way I've ever taken notes for anything or written notes. Here we go. So, first of all, because my dad wanted to be able to follow along his notes, and my dad didn't have pretty handwriting. But so when he would write a sermon, he would start on this side and finish on this side so that he didn't have to turn his page, that this was page 1 and this was page 2. And then he would change every time he was like changing a point or changing scriptures, he would change colors of his ink. And so it made it very interesting. So they don't print copy the best, but probably if I took them to somewhere like Staples, they might anyway. But yeah. So this one, I don't know when the sermons are for. He had on the outside of it wrote travel record 2004, but then he turned it into a sermon book. So this is, I don't know. I have one, maybe two of his sermon notebook. So anyway, my dad was he pastored for over 40 something years, 22, 32, no, 35 years he pastored. And then after he retired, he did 4 years as an interim pastor, so 36 years. But he was a credentialed minister for, I can't remember if he got his, I guess 40 years, 40 years maybe. Anyway, so I am going to put a picture of my dad on the front of this. And actually, we're going to print that picture right now. Let me do this. And this may be the last picture I print. I'm going to have to look in here. No, I don't want. Oh, don't do that, Cindy. I keep hitting the power button. I don't want to hit the power button. I want to hit the delete button. Okay, and I have one down here of my dad. Okay, let's insert this picture. And this is going to be my front picture, my very front picture. And unfortunately, on this picture, let's see. Actually, let's go back here. Let's delete that and go back here to going here. I want to edit this picture. This is going to go on the front of my thing. But the sad thing about it is I don't know what my mom was holding in her hands, but whatever it was, the sun caught it. And then when we tried to darken it up or whatever, it just made it really, really light. But it's got to go. Because that's where it all began. Insert. This is a picture. I believe this actually is before they got married. My dad was very handsome. Oh, I do have another picture I have to print. We can't not have it on here. Let me make sure I didn't print it because it's got to be in here because in this book because it is so hilarious. Hilarious. It is hilarious. So, and I'm going to show this one. I wish I had a picture of dad doing this to Brent, but Brent is the oldest nephew, and he just turned 40 yesterday. Yesterday was his birthday. His birthday is a week before his Auntie Cindy's, because my birthday is next Sunday. Anyway, no, it's not in here. So he yesterday he turned 40, and we anytime we got together, the first thing my dad would do is say to Brent, "Hey Brent, I have a joke for you." And Daddy wouldn't even have to say nothing, and Brent would just die laughing. He would just laugh so hard, and got to be the joke that Dad had a joke for Brent, and now there's how we go. So anyway, but he was a funny daddy. Very good relationship with my dad. I once had somebody try to convince me that that I had issues with my dad because my dad was gone all the time because he was a preacher. And I was like, my dad was not gone all the time. My dad was home every night for supper. I don't know where you got the idea that my dad was gone every night. Just because some preachers are gone every night, my dad was not one of those. We lived in a little bitty town. My dad was home every night. My dad worked. Actually, my dad usually came home for lunch too, because my dad was a bivocational pastor. And so yeah, there we go. I got both of them. We'll print all of it, and then we'll go here, and then I'm coming back to y'all. Anyway, there we go. But my dad was a bivocational pastor, and he yeah, I guess I bored everybody and they're gone. So it shows that nobody's here. If you're here, say hi. Anyway, there we go. Okay, I'm done with printing. This is the last one I'm going to print. No, I don't know if people are here or not. Now, I am not sewing them in until I get them decorated, okay? So, but this is what we're looking at like. And this picture right here, oh no, it's not. I get it. That's weird. I got it all messed up. I'm gonna have to work on this one again. Actually, I think I'm going to put it in like this and print it again and not make it fat. I made it fat instead of, nope, it's got to go in like this so it prints on the back side of that. Hi, whoever just came in. I'm done run off one bunch. I guess they don't want to hear me talk about my daddy. So, anyhow, sorry if you didn't want to hear me talk about my daddy. So, let's see. There we go. Do this. Do this. Just like that. Just like that. Delete this. Delete that one. Put my hair up. And print it just like that. I need to see if I have a friend that sometimes can fix these pictures. I need to see if she can fix it for me. There we go. Anyway, so this will be the front, and we are going to, now this is the back. Sorry. I know how it goes. This is going to be the back. This is going to be the back. The reason I know that, I want this little tab to come up this way. Oh, quit doing that. There is nothing wrong with you. Quit it. I've got too much paper in my tray. There. And then we're going to put this picture on the front of my mom and dad. And then we're going to start decorating pages. So I'm listening for the timer on my refrigerator. See, look, it looks like she's holding a ball of sun. Anyway, I know I got scissors. I know I do. Wonder where I've put them. They're not in their scissor helper. And they're not in the floor, are they? No, they're not in the floor. I got scissors somewhere. Oh, there goes my supper dinging. Let me go take it out of the thing. Hi, Bubba. He said, Mama's little doggers. Oh, there's one. That one mine? Yes, that one's mine. I need an August page, but I can't find my scissors. Why is that? Oh, there they are. Couldn't find them. There we go. This one we're gonna redo. I got an ant. There we go. There we go. Now I'm going to ask Tracy before I glue this to the front of my thing. Actually, I don't know that I'm going to glue it. I think I may put it in a pocket and stick the pocket down. My mom and dad, when they were dating, they didn't have a church wedding. They just got married by a preacher at his house. Anyway, hi everybody. And then this one here has to go in of my dad. However, I am going to, because it's overexposed on the edge of the film. And this is a film photo that I took a picture of in a thing. We put this in my dad's slideshow at his funeral. Can you see his helmet hair? Look at that hair. My dad, when he died, was not even completely gray. I would say this one here, right here, maybe. Yeah. So this picture right here of my dad with Hannah is the year before. Is my dad had one more Christmas after this. So this is Christmas of 2016. And I know that because that's at my house in Conway. And then the next year, we had moved here, and then my dad died in 2017. We moved here, and my dad died in 2018. So anyway, we're gonna decorate some pages. We're gonna stick in some photos here. I'm going to ask my friend if she can work on that, but we're gonna work on this right here. So here we go. This goes this way. I do know that much. This goes this way. And I want to August, January, February, August. This is my planner. You know what? I may take this in under August. There we go. This is an August one. There we go. Do that. I'm going to write on this with a marker used for journal pages. There we go. Oh no, I lost y'all. Where did y'all go? Did y'all leave? I hit my mouse. There we go. I actually need to shut down some things. I've got like 3 things going right now. There we go. Now it's just y'all. There we go. Okay, so we're going to do this. I do this a lot. I like to use pages. And I know most calendars have them double paged. So I use the page that has their birthday on it, their actual birthday on it. And I just cut off part of my G. That burn it. And then because I don't care about the date, the year that they are, I just like to put that they are, and it actually I don't even need to do that because this one has a tab on it that says August. So this right here, this right here, not enough today. Happy birthday. You know what? I just did that wrong. My dad's birthday is not. Hold on. Let me just look at my calendar because I know. Hmm, that's not it. Let's see. Look at my photos. Here we go. There we go. So I want to. Oh, I just want to open it. There we go. June. There. Yep, I did it. Dad, I can't believe I did that. My dad's birthday is here. And I know his birthday is on the 30th. And as soon as I done that, uh, shoot. Yeah, well, that's okay. I'll have to find another one that has one in it. Oh, hmm, here. Oh, here we go. I got this one. This one is mine. January, February, June, August. Go. August. There we go. And it's got a tab on it, so I don't have to worry about cutting it off. Next year, well, I got two of these. I was going to say next year when I start writing in these, I'll be wondering where did August go? But there we go. So anyway, I'm going to put this in. Just like that. It's just half of the calendar, but it'll be okay. Now, I actually have a really good picture that can go on there. Page. So, and I know I printed it. Put it here. I wish I'd have printed it smaller, but it'll be okay. Next Monday night will be our jewelry sale. Okay. Next Monday night we will have our jewelry sale. I'm cutting off the bottom of this because it's just my dad and his sister's name. And I know who it is, and we will write it in the book though. There we go. Yep, next Monday night will be jewelry sale. Yeah. So what? 95 degrees. That's why it's so hot. It's 95 degrees. Daddy's warmly, ain't it? As dark as my dad's hair is, it's hard to imagine that as a little boy, he was blonde. Several of the boys were blonde, but most of them turned dark by the time they got older. Um, anyway, I seen it here a while ago. Did y'all see it here a while ago? I had a great big pen laying on my desk. Great big pen laying on my desk. There's that like a straight pen. Like there it is. Oh, that's not it. Oh, that's that. Uh-huh. That's that. That's that. Needle. That threading needle, beading needle. Scissors back where they go. Let's go find another pen. We'll see it about 5 minutes from now when I've pulled out another pen. There we go. Sounds like Dave's putting away clothes. Whites. And then a load of whites this morning. Dad, that's ready to eat whenever you're ready to eat. There we go. I was a little glue happy, wasn't I? Hopefully that won't look smeary when I... Okay, so there we go. Dad was the oldest of 10. Geraldine was his sister, right next to him in age. So our August is over yonder. So August. There we go. Now we need to add this, and we will need to add. We're going to put it to the front so that I mean, since it's about his birthday and him and his little sister, and you know. There we go. Okay, so this one here is done. We're just going to lay these aside. This is Brent and Jay's wedding, and I put a one of those little papers over it so that they could journal something on it. I'm going to write Daddy and Jacob, Dad and Jacob, Daddy and Jacob, Daddy at Brent's wedding. Now, we always call him Baby Jacob because he is when he well my niece, his oldest sister, was at one time married to a man named Jacob. So anyway, so we're going to put this across the top. Are we going to put that across the top? I have some words. Let's open up our bucket here. Hi, Bubby. Molly's lost some ribbon, hasn't? That's all right. Get in this bucket right here, and I've got it turned around wrong. So we'll keep that butter and fly out. There should be a little thing that goes in here. I wonder where it is. Huh. Missing a thing. Paper labels. That's what we're looking for. They're right there. Is it under there? No. No. That's weird. Oh, there it is. It does, Cindy. There. It needs to go up. Keep it away. It's my animals and stuff. So, trying to decide, do I want to make this into a pocket or do I want to make it into a flapper? I think I want to make it into a pocket. I keep bumping my fan and then it moves and don't blow off on me. Hi, whoever just came in. Just work on this journal. We're just working on a journal. It's a memory book more than a journal. It's from my dad, but anyhow. That is a label. Looking for, I don't think this is the one I thought it was. Yeah, it's not. Is it? No, it's not. Hold on, let's trade boxes. We're looking for paper words, not paper labels. People. Is this one paper words? That one's paper words and paper labels. Okay, you need to go over here. You are interrupting things. There. Hi, whoever just came in. Welcome. Thank you for being here. This is my dad, his mom, and his dad. I'm just going to stick that down in there. We are not touching anything that is gluey. Now we have words here that we have made out. We've printed out. different words. True this moment. Love this moment. I like that. But these right here is what I'm looking for. These kind of words. Okay, family. Like that. Notes. Looking for a certain one that I know should be in here. Green. Brave. Beautiful thoughts. Hi. Whoever just came in. Photos. There we go. That's one of them. My memories. Now I'm going to take this and I'm going to, oh, it's got a sticker on it. I don't need to. It's printed on a, address label page. Now let's see if I can get the sticker off. It's the $64,000 question, and you do see what it just happened, don't you? I just we're gonna put that right there at the top of that. That you gotta be kidding me. Gotta be. Okay, hold on. I need a tweeze. I need a tweeze. Here's a good one. I have. There we go. That came apart in 3 parts, and I hope it's just 3. Yeah, I was like, if it's gonna be every other letter, I'm quitting. So I'm going to write on the back of this because Grandma and Grandpa Slinker with Daddy. So there we go. I love that. And I have this right here. It says love this moment. So we're going to use it. We are going to love this moment. This is at somebody's wedding, but I don't know whose. Oh, you know what? That may not be at a wedding. That may be at, actually, that may be at my mom and dad's 25th wedding anniversary party. Not sure. I'll have to ask my mom, but I think it is. I think that's what it's at. And I have a little piece of this left. I could layer that on top of that, couldn't I? I'll save it to layer something else. So, anyway, there we go. So, at this moment, this is very different than what I usually do with my journaling. So, sometimes you just got to stretch yourself. And on this one, we're going to put this down the side. It says my memories. And I may write out something there. Or I may leave it blank for some of my family to write in. Because that's the purpose, is to get my family to write on it too. So now we can put a picture over this. And I think we will put this one. So I've printed over 20 pictures so far. So I don't know. I am going to put this in like a pocket so that if I want to put something in it, I can. There we go. Let's do this before we put it in. There we go. That indicates it's a pocket. Hi. Looks like a whole group of just people just came in. Welcome. I'm just a crafting, working in a memory book for my mom for Christmas. And it's a surprise. So if you know her, don't you tell her, okay? I'll beat you up. You believe that? Okay, so this right here, actually, I think we're going to do this. This is that memory page. And you see how this is stuck like that? There's a reason I did that. Because when I get ready to sew it in, I want to sew it in like that. After I get it sewed in, I'm going to glue it down to the next page and make a tuck. So I'm going to take this one right here. This is Sissy and Daddy, my daddy. Sissy and Daddy, Sissy and Papa. That's what they called him, was Papa. And we're going to just trim this up a little bit. Just a wee bit. Let's not cut our knuckles. That would not be fun. There we go. And we're going to glue this on. I said we're going to glue this on. We're actually going to staple it on. There we go. Staple it on. Put it back in this. There we go. Now this is already glued to that. And more than likely we're going to put a picture or some kind of a pocket here. Actually, you know what? I think, we use this on the inside of the journal. I don't like it on that page, but I have that to use. We have done no kind of trim down the edges, have we? I was looking for that the other day, thinking about that one. I just threw it out there because I wanted to send it to somebody. This is what I'm looking for right here. This bucket right here. And that. This one. Hi, Lori. How are you, honey? I am just working in my dad's memory book. I told y'all that I probably wouldn't work in it online, and here we are. But I am working on it because I need to get it done so I can put it up for Christmas. I think we're going to do that. And I want some trim. How are you? Did y'all have a good weekend? Church? I was going to take a day off, but everybody else had the same idea, and so there was a lot of staff gone and a lot of people gone. So I didn't take my day off. I'm going to wait and take it towards the end of the month. I haven't taken any vacation time this year. And we don't like have set vacation time. Everybody just takes a vacation day here and there. Anyway, but this coming Sunday is my birthday. The kids want to have a party with me, so I guess I'll bake me some cupcakes for my birthday. Slide that back over there. Our kids start back to school a week from today. So we'll have my birthday. We'll celebrate my birthday, and then on the 19th, we're gonna have a back to school party for them at the swimming pool. They'll have been in school for 9 days at that point. Not it'll be 9 physical days since they started school. They will be ready to not think about school. So anyway, and we're going to do it with the youth. My little kids were not excited about that. The youth, they don't care, but my little kids were like, "They're too big. They'll rock the pool." I'm just like, no, they won't. Anyway, this Friday, I just feel bad thinking about them having to be in a classroom all day with it being hot. And I know that we have air conditioning in our schools, but if it's over a certain point, like if it's over 102, they don't let them go outside for recess. And so that's hard on the teachers and it's hard on the kids. So anyway, okay. Do we want to put a picture there, or do we? You know what we want to do? We want to put. Hmm, hmm, what do we want to put? Kind of want to put something there to journal on. Actually, you know what? I don't think that would clash. Now that I think about it, because there's a little bit of green in those fern leaves. So I'm gonna put some more glue down. We just want to make sure it lays down and stays down. There we go. I like that. Let's look in our words again. Slovenators. You're so funny. You are funny, Zippy. So I told you that yesterday we prayed for you in children's church, and I said, y'all, I want y'all to pray for my friend Zippy, and they all looked at me like I was growing horns out of my head. And I said, well, I said her real name is something different. I said, but her YouTube name is Zippity Doodah. And so I just call her Zippy. Anyway, they thought it was funny. So we prayed for you. This is my favorite. And somebody can write in there a favorite memory about Daddy. There we go. Now on the back of this is just paper, and we've put joy, joy. We need one more joy. Joy, joy, joy. We have put Dad's favorite. There's another joy right there. We have put Dad's favorite hymn in on one page already. So had a bunch of kids out Sunday. We had a few families that had taken some last minute trips before school started. School teachers. So oh, there we go. Okay, honey. There we go. Okay. This is now these kind of pages are really good for uh, journaling on. However, we have a journaling page. Maybe we'll swap. We'll put our music page here. Maybe get Jared to write something about music. My daddy played the guitar. Jared plays the guitar. We gave one of Jared's guitars to my daddy. Then when Daddy died, well, Daddy bought one of Jared's guitars. Jared decided he wasn't sure he wanted to keep it, and so Daddy loved it. When Dad died, Jared got it back, and then I don't know what he done with it. We don't talk about that. That makes Mama mad. Do your kids do stuff like that? Like goofy stuff? It's sticking to my finger. To my finger. I made a real nice chicken and rice casserole in there. That smells really good. And I put a Ritz cracker crumble on top of it. Yum. Hi, Terry. How are you, honey? This picture here caused a lot of amusement in my family because the kids were all crowded in. This was 2010. It was the second year after we had lost John. The kids are all crowded in, taking their Christmas picture with Granny and Papa. And they told one of the girls to come around and sit on Papa's lap so that, because my brother's two youngest daughters are really, really tiny. Anyway, and Jared came around and sat on my dad's lap. And so my dad was laughing. You can tell he was laughing at him. Anyway, the kids all got a big kick out of Jared coming and sitting on Papa's lap. So, anyway, but. I'm not making this a pocket. Terry, did you get all your goodies? Did they arrive safe and sound, honey? That box was so huge, I was really worried about it. The good thing about working with grid paper is you know you get your picture straight, or your pockets, or whatever else you're gluing on. So this is a matte photo paper. It's matte on both sides. It's from Staples Photo Supreme double-sided matte. And oh, I'm so glad. You're gonna have to send me a picture of you wearing it. So what kind of word do we want to put on this one? I need to make sure that I do include a picture of Dad that has a John in it. Because even though he's gone, he's not forgotten. Maybe that one. Oh, that one's cute. That would be cute on it. This one is good. We need to keep it out. This is my happy place. My favorite place to be. My place at home. That one's fine. Okay, we will leave these. I've got several laid out here that we will probably get, but I want to use this one here. It says "Gang's all here." You can't tell it, but they're all there, except for John. John is in heaven, and John wasn't missing anything there. So, hamburger paper. There we go. Okay, I like that. I'm thinking right here. Oh, there's that one that I was kept trying to trim on, and it just kept giving me a bubble. Let's see if we can get it cut straight. There we go. Okay, so we've got red velvet. I don't know that I want red velvet, but I did like this. When we looked at it the other day when we were doing something, I really liked this. So I think we'll use a piece of it over here. You know what I've not done yet is a belly band. Just made me think about that. I have not done a belly band. Here we go. I'll trim this out. There we go. Oh my goodness. There we go. flopped right up into it. There we go. That's good. I like that. Now, I have not done a belly band, so maybe a belly band on that one. But what do I want to make my belly band out of? I don't know. Let's go here. We brought this out earlier, pulling papers out of it. So it does have cardstock in it, so we could use some cardstock out of it. There's a lot of just papers, but there is cardstock. Those are just papers. These are cardstock. I like that tree. The butterflies are cute. Actually, I really like these ferns on the front of that. So how much too big is this? This is that much too big. So we're going to cut into it. Too big. Okay, wait. How much too big is it? Not that much. So we need to cut off here. And here. Cut these off evenly. So we cut off that band at the bottom. There we go. There we go. Now it will fit. Yes. And we want to cut off this right here because we do not want that on there. Cut that off, and now we're going to go in like this, and we're going to cut a 2.5-inch belly band. There we go. Now we'll use that other piece of paper. Put that back where it goes, Cindy. Put that back where it goes. And we're going to put this right here for belly band. Not bad on guessing where I needed to cut. And actually, I don't think I want it there. I think I want it on the back of this. My neck is crunching. Oh, I know what I was sitting here thinking. Do I want to round my corners? Is what I was sitting here thinking. Do I want to round my corners? I think so. But we're going to use the little green rounder. They don't. There we go. And I think we want to inky it, but we also want to put a divot in it because I always like to put a divot in my things, in my belly bands. So I think the last time I made a video, no, did I make one Saturday? I don't know. So we got all the craft supplies put away and all that got done. So that was good. And I have carts coming. So as soon as my carts get here, they'll all go on the carts and we'll be happy in our happy little world. There we go. I really like that on that green, don't you? I like that on that green. And we can looking at the pictures I printed. Is that all I have printed? I guess so. Thought I had more than that printed. I think we'll put this one of me and Dad and Mom standing in amongst the trees at my brother's house. My brother used to live on this property. He had a big old lake, a barn, raised beds. The dude that lived there before him was like a prepper. Had awesome raised beds, fruit trees, a stocked pond, a barn for chickens, a big shop, a swimming pool. Anyway, my brother lived there for nearly 20 years, but they bought a house a couple years ago, and now they don't even get to live in it, bless their hearts, because they're taking care of her daddy, because her daddy's in bad health, so they live with him, my brother and his wife. Wait, I want to try something. I just thought of something. I'm just looking at something. So if I do this like that, but if I do that like that, what do I get? Huh, nothing. Just a little bitty corner. Yep. Huh. I was looking at that, seeing what I thought about it. Squirrel, guys, squirrel. She can't help it. So anyhow, I got all my scheduling done for. I've got everything printed all the way through September. However, I do still need to make my service things for September. I have all of it done for August, but I need to do the rest of it for my service. And I think I've even done my Wednesday nights for September. So, oh, hold on. I about just dumped my computer in the floor. I've been roguing out behind it, and I got stuff pushing it up there. Just almost dumped y'all in the floor. So this one is glued down. We got a butterfly there. We got, let's trim this. There, we got a butterfly there. Butterfly, butterfly. Oh no. No, 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 no. I messed it up. I forgot I wanted to do that. Ugh. That ain't gonna work. However, we're going to still leave it like that to be sewn in like that, but we'll come back and trim that to a quarter of an inch. And then we will fold it and do it where it's just like a trim. Actually, we could probably cut it to right there and still have enough to sew in. Yeah, hold on. Hold on. Cindy, hold on to what you're talking about. Now I already made a fold line there. That's what I'm cutting against. There we go. There. Okay, we will not throw that away. So when I sew that in, I will make sure that my paper is laid down like that, and then after I get it, yes, I can come back and glue it down here, just this part down there after it's sewed in, not until it's sewed in though. We shan't. Not until it's sewed in. Okay, so that's good. Okay, that's good. That's good. That's good. That's good. We're moving right along, boys and girls, moving right along. So, anybody got big plans this week? Now, oh, flitter. I want to put the lid on this. I keep having to, and I think I'm going to put the lid on it and tip it upside down. Let's have a drink. I can't remember which one of it was of my brother's kids it was. Every time when they were little, every time they'd take a drink, they go. But which one it was, I do not remember. Jared, I want you to be thinking about something.
What?
I want you to think about a happy memory that. What did you say? What did you tell me? What did you tell me? He just ignored me and walked off. My life story. And I had that in upside down. Some more glue. You've got almost 10 minutes. Okay. Well, I'll be right back. I'm going to use 2 of those minutes up, okay? I got to go get some water. There we go. Baba is so afraid I'm going to leave him. Is that yours? You caught it. Huh? I kicked it again. Hmm. Okay. I got water. Get that down in there. I tasted my supper while I was in there. It tasted good. Made a chicken and rice casserole. I done it different than I normally do, so. I know I'm going to regret that, but. So, I don't know about where you live. I don't know how things happen where you live, but one of the things that is a bad thing around here is people dumping animals. And there's a little dog that has showed up next door. And anytime anybody comes to my house or comes to the other neighbor's house on this side, well, I call her little brown girl. She barks at everybody. I, I'll go out there. She scared the UPS driver the other day. He honked the horn for me to come out. I said, she's not mean. She just don't know if you're supposed to be here or not. She's not sure. So anyway, I told her, I said, little brown girl, go back to your own yard and bark at somebody. Don't be coming in my yard barking at people. She likes to come in my yard and poop too. Little brown girl does. You know why she likes to come in my yard? Because my son pets her every time he goes outside. I know y'all would find that hard to believe. She won't come to me. I even fed her the first day I saw her. I gave her food. She don't trust me. Like I'm not trustworthy or something. Yes, I'm blow drying my paints. I don't want them to get moldy. Oh, they didn't go through. Oh no! Mm. You see what I just did? We'll have to go in there and cut it out. That was not my intentions to do that. Did not intend to do that. Sometimes you can just pull them out. There, I got a hold of it. see if I can get it pulled off without tearing everything up. We just finished drying it. Nope, I'm tearing it all up. Rats. That makes me mad. Did not mean to do that. Rats. So just so you'll know, you can't get heat gun on those windows. They will shrivel up. And then you have a mess, just like I have right here, of a window that's all shriveled up, and now I've made a mess on with my cutting. Well, with trying to pull it off, actually, was what I made a mess doing. So, let's just cut that off. Just cut that whole thing off right there. There we go. Just take it off. There we go. Take it all off. There we go. Okay. Now it's nearly dry. And what we're going to do is we're going to... Let's see. Got this one right here. I think it's going to be way too little, but we're going to try it. Pretty sure it's way too little. Yeah. It's way too little. Let's see. No, too little. Let's see these. This one here. It's a sideways one. Let's see that. Actually, if we do it like that, it would work. Just like that. Glue it in just like that. It would work. I think that's what we'll do, is glue that one in there just like that. Okay. Now, let's put our lid back on this. This water is dirty, but it's okay for now. Okay. I'm going to glue this. Into the envelope. Just like this. Go in just like this. Oops. Okay, Granny. There we go. And then we're going to come back and put glue around the edge of this. Yeah. And down there. Right up there. There we go. Just like that. Okay. And then maybe we'll come here. Now, my brother does not look like my dad. I look more like my dad than my brother does. My brother looks like my mom's dad a whole lot. And Jay Leno. Hi, hi, Lori. Too hot. Hi, Michelle. You got too hot? It is hot, honey. It is hot. So here's a picture of my brother and my dad together, and we'll glue them like that. They're going that way. They're going that way. And then we're going to glue this on the edge of this paper like this. This. And it's going to go like that. So we got them going like that and like that. I'm happy with that. So far I got a corner here that I don't have my glue. Did you get all your errands done? The important question is, do you have combos now? Michelle loves combos. The little rolled up chip thing. She loves combos. So that is the $100,000 question. Do you have combos now? Yes. There you go. All fun and smiles, it says. All fun and smiles. That's what it says. And we're going to take this one and we're going to cut it off just like this and just like this. And we're going to glue it right here, the cheddar and the pretzel ones. I couldn't even tell you what flavor they come in. And we're going to glue that right there. And it says the place to be, which is on the porch with Granny and Papa in the rockers. I think we'd all give a bunch for one of those moments. I do believe. Now, I think I want to cover. Okay, let's. This is all dry. It's not gonna. We'll leave it out just a little bit more. But I think I'm going to cover this right here with a piece of this and go to right like that and put a divot there and make it into a pocket. Yeah. Actually, I think I'm going to turn it this way and make the pocket open on this end instead of on that end and glue all that down. But I need to measure how wide it needs to be. It needs to go to right here. Actually, I'd rather cut off this side. go. That's pretty straight to me. Yeah. So, oh, that's the wrong one. Cut the wrong thing, Cindy. There's our cutting. Now, let's put a little ink on it. Because why not? And then we're going to put our divot right here in the middle. There we go. Did we finish inking that? I don't think so. Now, because y'all know I have to have a silly reason for everything. I'm convinced that people started inking their pages like that because one day they were working on it and they got dirt on their page. And then they're like, oh no, how am I going to cover up this dirt? Oh, wait, let's ink the edges. Just my thoughts. And then it'll look natural. Yes, I know. I'm silly. I know. Been told that before. I was watching one girl the other day and she was calling it vintage. A vintage look. I was like, okay. Never heard it called that, but okay, so we can't cut that divot on that side because we'll cut off Papa's head if we do that. And we can't be cutting off Papa's head. It just ain't right. I mean, there's a lot of things in life, but that ain't right. We don't cut off Papa's head. Let's do a little bit of this. Just because we can. I was beginning to think nobody liked me. I had a whole bunch of people come in at first and then they didn't stay. They just all left me. Then you think they didn't like listening to me talk about my daddy. I don't know, where did I manage that? I don't know, but we're going to put this little piece of netting down first. Down. You do some hamburger papering on it. There we go. And then we're going to put this down, but we want to put some ink on it first. My supper is on the stove. It is Dave's nap time. He usually takes a nap about this time of the day. So he's snoozing. Wow, Cindy, you did good. There we go. He's snoozing. Jared walked through after taking the dog out. I've been here for an hour and 46 minutes. So, there we go. See that? I see that lifting up. She's not holding down like she's supposed to. Get back over there, you silly little thing. And we'll just hold our fingers on it for just a little bit. You're here just doing some chores. I started some laundry this morning. Hey, Jared. I heard Jared walking in there. I didn't tell him something a while ago. Y'all, I'm not sending him to mail my stuff no more. I'm really ticked at my post office, like really ticked. So, a 6x9 envelope that you can mail with a extra butterfly stamp, a regular stamp and an extra butterfly stamp, and they charged him. I don't know how much they charged him because I had three of those, two envelopes, and a book of stamps, and it was $42. It should not have been that much. It should not have been. Should not have been that much. Do this one. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. They're all there for that one. This is my daddy and all 10 of his brothers and sisters. Well, all 10 of them. My dad was the oldest of 10. He had 2 half brothers, 2 half sisters. Wonder if I can find another one of the gangs all here. That's all of them. I don't know what year this was. I would say between maybe around 2012 to 2015, maybe. Maybe, I don't know. Okay, some pictures. Some pictures. We're looking for another. The gang's all here. I suspect we're going to have to. Oh my God, I always choose happiness. That one's a good one. Print some more pictures because we're not even through the first signature. Oh, that one's good. Actually, that one would be real good for that. What was that word? Of the simple life. I wish I could find pictures from when, of course, my mom didn't take a lot of pictures, and way back, back before we got cell phones, and nobody, if you weren't a big picture taker, you didn't have pictures. But my parents used to take my kids camping nearly every spring, and I wish we had pictures of that, but we don't. So my grandma died in 2005, so we know it's after that because she's not in the picture. says focus on the good times. Dad's the only one of the original 10 that's gone, but his all of his half brothers and sisters are gone. Um, his half brother Bud Herbert Jr. He died first when he was a young man. Anyway, and then Daddy died in 2018, and then in August, and then like in October or November of 2018, his brother Joe died right after him, and then I don't know what year, but the next was his half sister Carol. She passed away. I had never met her before in my life. And then after that, it's just been a couple years, maybe 3 years now, that his sister Kathy passed away. So Carol and Kathy both lived in California. Joe was here in the local nursing home. He's a scallywag. He was a he was something. That's he was something. So I'm loving this. Daddy and Geraldine family. This is my hidden pockets, and then we've got kept the scripture card. Hey, Jared. Jared.
What?
Oh, I thought you were Jared. I was wanting to tell Jared something.
Again?
Yeah.
What is that casserole?
It's chicken and rice with a Ritz cracker topping on it. Yeah. There we go. We're looking good. It's looking good. I'm happy with it. Happy, happy, happy. I will be real happy when we start writing memories. And the thing is we don't have to write all of our memories all this Christmas. We can write in it every time we go to see my mom. We can write something in it. She can write in it. Felt like I've done what about a 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Okay, that one can come out. 10. That one can come out for now because I want 10 in each one. Okay, I don't know what I want to do on this, but I think I want to leave it for journaling. So I think I'm just going to put something pretty on the edge of it. Maybe something like this. Did you tell Jared I wanted to tell him something? Hey, Jared.
What?
Granny messaged this morning and they started her roof today.
Didn't they?
Yep.
Guess how long it's gonna take?
She didn't say. She sent me a couple of pictures on my phone and said they're tearing up Jack out there. Yeah, I was thinking, wasn't that what we were hoping for? That they was going to come tear it off? So anyway. Hey, come here. I need you to hand me something down.
What?
This front bucket of lace, please.
Where?
Right here. Right here. Okay, this one is too. There's too much of this. Thank you, brother. Looking for lace in all the wrong places. Looking for lace. Oh, I don't think that's the way that song goes, is it? There's some lace that I like. Ooh, that's wider than I thought, but it'll be okay. Ooh, look at that. That would be pretty on it. You know, maybe just one piece. We're gonna have to trim it up. You do know that, right? It is gonna have to be trimmed. And before anybody starts asking for it out, that's all I have. So unfortunately, my name's not Sharon today. I'm not Sharon. I'm a Horton. We're gonna cut with cutting scissors. Only we're not going to use our great big honkers. We're going to just use our little copper colored ones. Boy, these things cut so nice. It's amazing how good scissors cut when you don't use them to cut everything in their dog. You know? Okay, that's nice. That will be very pretty on there. Papa won't care. Tease mom about decorating. She don't do it as much as she did when he first died. She used to decorate his grave for everything. Anyway, I tease her about it. I says, you know, Papa would frown at you for that. And she always says, well, he shouldn't have died first if he didn't want me to put flowers on his grave. So, anyway, so and they had a deal. She wanted to be buried up with her family, and he wanted to be buried by his mom and dad, where his mom and dad were buried. And so, whoever died first, that that was they got their choice. So he got his choice, and her name is on the tombstone too. So anyway, she'll be buried there beside him. So anyhow, it's kind of how the things are here with me and Dave. We have plots up where his family's buried, but if he were to pass while we're here, I probably would bury him here, give those plots up. In fact, I keep thinking I may have told Bryn he could have them, but I'm not positive. Guess I should check, make sure if I did or not. Because those up there, all you have to do is just claim them. And when Dave's dad died, we claimed. Well, actually, Dave's brother and sister lost a baby, and they buried her, and then we all claimed a plot down that same row. So anyhow, he won. My little daddy, he was lived for years without having his high blood pressure treated, and I can't remember what year it was. He nearly died from pancreatitis, and after that, he developed type 2 diabetes. And then the last 3 years of his life, he had AFib, and and he had a pacemaker defibrillator combo. And just in case you ever wanted to know this, if it's your time to go, a pacemaker defibrillator combo is not going to stop that. Because, yeah. Anyway, but if it's not your time, it will, because it stopped Dave's in in 2020. So, but if it's your time, it's your time. Anyhow, the National Monument. Uh, did you serve in the service? You'll be in a mausoleum, won't you? My uncle is buried at the National Cemetery up at Fort Smith, and actually, I have several family members that are up there. But he died during the winter, in 1984, during one of the biggest snowstorms that we'd had in years, and it was the ground was so frozen they couldn't bury him. They had to wait till the ground thawed. So we had his funeral. We didn't even get to go to the cemetery. So anyway, and actually, that uncle lived in New Mexico a lot. When his wife died, his wife was Native American, and when his wife died, he came to live with his mom and his sister, and then he passed a few years after they after he came. My uncle Wayne Smith was his name, and I can't remember what his wife's name was. Something that started with a Z. It was very different, very very different. Anyway, I don't remember. But, wait, was he the one? Yeah, he was. Well, actually, both Wayne and Harold were both Uncle Harold. They were both married to Native American ladies, and my Uncle Harold and his wife were hit on by a drunk driver, and my dad drove. I think it was. I think they were in New Mexico, and my dad drove my grandma and my great grandma to the funeral. My great grandma lived to be almost 100. She had dementia, and she was a hoarder, real bad, real bad. I don't think I'm going to glue a picture down on any of this. I think we will leave this all for journaling, but we'll see later. So, anyway, I think I'm going to stop right here. I have that many to do. I may work on them tomorrow. I may not. I may close this room up and not come in here tomorrow. I don't know. When was that? 2011. Let's see. I just said when he died, didn't I? Yeah. Here we go. Keep scrolling, Cindy. Keep scrolling. Lord have mercy. There's a bunch of them there. Come on. How do I go to the next page? I'm at the National Cemetery, and that's where he's buried, but I only got down to the SHs, not the SMs. So now I'm trying to figure out how to go to the next one. Here. There. I don't know. It won't tell me. Nope. Well, oh, I bet that's him. Hold on. Huh. Nope. That's not him. 1923. He died in 1984. Anyway, squirrel. Sorry, guys. I get sidetracked very, very easy. Y'all know me. It don't take much. It only has to be a little bitty squirrel, and I'm off. Off and running. Let's put this up. Let's put these up. Put some of this stuff up at least. That goes there. Those go in this drawer. Goes in there. This goes in there. This goes in there. That goes in there. That goes in there. This has a place. This has a place. These things here can all go in this bucket right here. There we go. And we'll put the bucket on the lid on the bucket. So I got, before we go, I'm going to show y'all something. I got some new stickers. This is some of that red velvet I bought when Shell was selling red velvet. I bought a couple of them. I got some new stickers from Shell to put in y'all's packages, so I'll show them to you. Y'all will see them soon, but I'll show them to you now. I'm looking for something. I've misplaced something, and it's like, what am I looking for? I can't place what it is, but I know there's something I'm looking for. Oh, I know what it is. It's the lid to my this. Where is it? It's not there. It's not there. Where are you, lid? What'd you think about that, Daddy-O? I was looking for you earlier.
Huh?
I said, what'd you think about that? Pretty good, tasty stuff. Crud. I've managed to lose the lid. Here's one. But it don't have a... Yeah, it does. But it's too fat for it. It's one of those that has the fat sticker thing in it. It's gotta be here somewhere, Cindy. If it's not in the floor... I don't see it in the floor. It's not in my desk. I don't know. I'd lose my head if it wasn't screwed on. And that's just plain and simple. That's for Robin Skywatch. Oh, we've lost our babies there. They fell out. We'll find it eventually. Eventually. Right now, we're going to show stickers. Let's look in the screen. We don't see it in the screen, do we? Piggies! Whatever that is, a flamingo doggy, a dolphin, sheepy, a mermaid, a bee, a foxy, another fox, a bear, a dog. That looks like a pug. A otter. Is that an otter? Elephant. Kitty. Ducky. Gorilla. I'm thinking a dog. A seal. A dog. An owl. Uh, Whatever that is. A dinosaur. Kitty. Crab. Or a lobster one. A kitty. A raccoon. Dinosaur. A toucan. Another pug. A zebra. A flamingo. A unicorn. An otter. A giraffe. A German shepherd. A Your guess is as good as mine. A bird. A dog. A dog. A lion. A dog. A cow. A Doberman. A boxer. How cute. A ladybug. A beagle. Kitty. Monkey. A Highlands cow. A Eskimo dog. A llama. Looks like a Roddy. A narwhal. Whale. Bear. Sloth. Dog. Rooster. Shark. Corgi. Dinosaur. Wiener dog. Dinosaur. Orca. Octopus. A koala. Pterodactyl. A chihuahua. A Pekingese. A rhino. A kangaroo. A koi fish. A dinosaur. A parrot. A hummingbird. A froggy. There are lots of Bostons and what was that other one I said a while ago? Another dog. A Yeti. Elephant. A dog. Looks like a corgi. This one here looks like a husky. Or Malamute. A monkey. A hippo. An Alaskan dog. A Yorkie. Uh, that. Unicorn. A goat. A dog. A squirrel. A donkey. A panda. A dog. A seal. A mummy. Another piggy. A penguin. A rabbit. A horsey. And a ducky. Those are good stickers. They will go in the sticker box. If you've never seen the sticker box, this is what the sticker box looks like. Slide that over. Those are more stickers that I had in my. I have a drawer full of stickers when I order them. Stamps. I have rows of duckies. I have Israel stickers. I have Happy Meal stickers. I have Christmas stickers. That's my Frida Kahlo. I have sea life rolls. I have a roll of sea life stuff. Then I have some of these black thank you cards that trying to get used up. I'll write on them with white pens. So we're going to just pick up a handful of these and stick them in there. There we go. And oh, we have the stars too. Do they fit in there? No. Some of them are graduation ones. Some of them are different. So that we can't get them all in there at once. So we're going to put them in with the rest of these. These are encouraging words, except for that one there. It says calm down. I'm trying to remember who said it or where I heard it. I heard in never once in life has the phrase calm down ever made anybody calm down. And I kind of agree with that one. I don't think it's ever worked. We're going to stick those piggies right in the front so I know where they are. So if my piggy lovers order something, I can piggy them. There we go. So when I'm doing packages, I pull this out so that I can get my thank you cards. Now I also keep a bunch of cards like these are thank you cards. They're Christmas oriented, but don't be surprised if they don't show up in your packages before Christmas, okay? I just like to make sure I write y'all a thank you and tell you I appreciate you shopping with me. So stick my stamps up so I can see them and not lose them. I have been known to look for days for stamps because I've put them in the wrong place. There we go. They just sit in that little tray. It's a cute little tray. Oh, that was the sticker package that they were in. So, guys, I've been here 2 hours and 17 minutes. I think I'm going to go. I do. I think I'm going to go eat my supper and sit in my chair. I've actually been in here all day long working on printing, pulling pictures and printing pictures. I got out every memory stick that I own to see. See, it's already getting fat. After I get everything done, it'll be fat. And then we're going to put that picture. Oh, I do need to see if my friend can fix this one picture for me. And if she can, I'll be eternally grateful. Anyway, so I'm going to say bye bye. If you can, leave a thumbs up, leave a comment too. It helps with the, all the algorithm. And if you would like to hop away, hop away. So everybody have a good week. I will see y'all around on the interwebs. So bye bye.